I gave him his own pot of dirt to water after he waterboarded my poor succulents to death. Jesus Christ. That guy, no, you need to teach him how to actually water a plant. God, he's gonna drown everything. Hey everyone, my name is Jake and welcome to Kids Are Stupid, where we're gonna be looking at kids who are stupid and apparently evil by the first one. Like, bro, it's a plant, just chill out, you don't need to waterboard it. But sometimes it's funny, so I like watching it. Enjoy. The classic tactic of holding the old maid higher than the rest of the cards. I don't know what game this is, but I assume the old maid is bad and he didn't want that one, but he still picked it because, you know, the classic blunder of holding it higher, yeah. Mum just told me that when one of my sisters saw a chicken for the first time, aged 18 months, she laughed so hard she vomited. Whoa, that's kind of disgusting, but why would you laugh at a chicken? I guess you're 18 months old, so it would be kind of funny. If only they could read. Be kind, don't climb, guys. Remember, don't climb. Yeah, great, thank you. When I was young and I'd go to bed, I would stare at the ceiling until I passed out. I was 9 years old when I found out about closing your eyes to go to sleep. I just want to stop this one right there because this is exactly what I used to do, right? I didn't know how to close my eyes, or I would just like shut my eyes as hard as I could, and no one has ever said that they did the same. Everyone's like, why? That's so weird. And this person is finally related, thank you. Okay, I know I did this one in yesterday's video, I just want to watch it again, alright? Come on, you got this, kid. He's trying to copy his dad. Great, good job, man. When I was about 8, I used to eat sweets at night, but after doing this for a bit, I needed to refill this mini suitcase I had that I stored my sweets in. I went down into the kitchen where the sweets were, but my mum was doing something in there at the time, so I told her to turn around and look at the wall whilst I refilled my sweets. I got caught. Wow, that mum didn't listen to you and didn't turn around and not look? God, she's so untrustworthy. This kid wiping his nose. And at first you might think, oh, that's disgusting, but no, it's a filter. He's really annoyed that they're not coming out. When I was a kid, I didn't know that to apologize meant to say sorry. Teachers would say, I think you should apologize, and I'd just stand there. They'd get more and more angry, thinking I was just being a defiant douche, when really, I just had no freaking clue what they wanted me to do. I can just imagine them getting berated for ages, saying, are you gonna apologize? Go on, just apologize. This person's like, yeah, sure. And they're like, go on, just say sorry. Like, oh, sure, sorry. Yeah, if you'd have just said that, that would have been much easier. 4-year-old stuffs her pockets full of pine cones. Me, what do you think you're doing? 4-year-old, I'm rich. Wait a sec, do you know something I don't? Are these gonna be valuable soon? Year 1 trip story. When I was in year 1, we had a trip where we were going to a big farm. Idiot me thought that farms only existed in the American Wild West. When we were around 20 minutes into the journey, I fell asleep. When I woke up, I looked out of our bus window and there was water beneath our road. We were soon on land, and my child brain thought we just crossed into America. We crossed a bridge over a lake. We were still in England. I bet when they got there, they were trying to like translate. They were like, yee-haw, do you know what that means? My son tried to hide from me to avoid bedtime. Wherever could he be? Yeah, it's all fun and games until you wait there for a while, and then eventually you give up and you're like, alright, come out, and then it's a dummy and he's actually gone across the country. My mum is using the charger as a leash because he won't follow us otherwise. Hey, if it works, right? I mean, I've seen some parents like put in actual harnesses on their children, which I guess if you have to, you gotta do it, but if a charger works, sure. This kid building a nice tower. Alright, that's actually really high up. This kid's pretty smart, right? I'm trying to figure out what language he's speaking. Alright, don't jump up. Oh no. Oh. That drop. He's like, what have I done? When I was 4, we had fish as pets. I was watching SpongeBob and everyone knows about them blowing bubbles underwater, right? So I put detergent in the aquarium thinking the fish would blow bubbles. They died. Yeah, I can imagine they did so. I think that's a life lesson you probably didn't need to learn, but nonetheless, you learned it. Those fish probably don't appreciate it that much, but, you know. You want to know why my 3-year-old is crying? He doesn't want to be a mammal. Alright, no worries. You can become a fish one day. Just, you gotta wait until you're 18, alright? I've photoshopped my daughter's drawing of a rabbit. Okay, that's the drawing. And the Photoshop. But although it's a very good Photoshop and it looks very realistic, she's gonna have nightmares now. Fun fact of how stupid I was. When I was like maybe 12, I thought I was going to be super rich one day because I was an Aries. But I didn't realize heirs and Aries were two completely different words. I thought people just pronounced it wrong. I mean, if you were an Aries and you were the heir of something really expensive, then I'm sure you would have been super rich. I don't know what this kid has tried, but it hasn't gone very well at all. Oh no. My friend, who is a parent and an educator, sent me this. This kid with his face mask on. This is why they can't go back to school. Yeah, please do not send them back. When I was about 12, I had a Kik, and of course there are bots there. So every time a female would write 24F and U, I'd reply with my town's temperature because we used Fahrenheit here. I didn't know that meant female until I was about 15. So they were like 60 something a lot of the time. Maybe even on a hot day, like 100. This kid who has found the secret to life. Aha!
Puppy, but that's not how it works. Like, this is only one. Not...
Yeah, you do. You're not going to be able to spend 5, but you've got them. Last week, I was home alone and the doorbell rang, so I opened the door. At the end of the street, there were some kids, and I knew right away what they were doing. They were playing Ring and Run. But those kids were still waiting to see if someone opens the door. But when I saw them standing there, I shout, if you play Ring and Run, you have to run away. So they all ran away. I've never heard it being called Ring and Run. I always heard it as Ding Dong Ditch or, yeah, something like that. This one's got some music to go along with it. I wonder what he's gonna do. Oh yeah, I like this. Uh-oh. Oh no. That actually works pretty well. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted, but that works well. I'm bad at math. When I was little, my brother and I both received $20 for Christmas. I received it in 2 tens and he got 4 5s. He said he wanted the 10s, so my mum asked me to switch with him. I said no, but he kept insisting. Then I said no because if you take the 10s, you'll have more money than me. They both tried to explain to me that 4 5s and 2 10s equaled the same amount of money. My poor child brain couldn't comprehend what they were saying, so I started bawling my eyes out thinking they hated me and wanted me to have less than what I received. I'm not that bad at math anymore, lol. Is it just me that thinks the parents are kind of stupid here? Like, they're trying to get this argument of who gets the 4 5s or who gets the 2 10s? Like, why not just give them each a 10 and 2 5s? Would that not make sense? Would that not be exactly the same? No? Training yourself in the hard times. Wait, did we see this already? Is this guy just gonna... I think he's trying to build his immune system, right? He's one of those anti-vax kids. Oh, he's gonna be able to fight anything now. Alright guys, remember to subscribe. Just listen to this kid. He knows what he's talking about.
New video. So please you
got this, bro.
Whatever. Please I want to read.
He's got the energy, he's got the commitment, he's got everything. He just needs to try a bit more. You got this, bro. When I was a kid, I thought you didn't breathe when you fell asleep, since you're unconscious when you're asleep. I figured your whole body turns off and nothing happens, including breathing. I rationalized this by thinking it wouldn't bother you because you'd be unconscious. Also, since people sleep with their eyes closed and you close your eyes to fall asleep, I figured the same worked with breathing. So, late at night, I'd be in bed, eyes closed, holding my breath for as long as possible, trying to fall asleep. It's like the one from earlier, trying to just squeeze your eyes as hard as possible, but this time, you probably, you don't want to do this one. When I was little, I borrowed a picture book from the library about how the inside of the Earth works. On one page, the book said, "Because you're in America, if you drilled through the center of the Earth, you'd wind up in the Indian Ocean." Despite living in Canada, I became convinced by the matter-of-fact tone of that sentence that I did in fact live in the United States. When my parents tried to correct me, I violently disagreed because the book told me otherwise. It's like, okay, you might know a little bit about some things, Mum, but this book said otherwise. Alright, just make sure you keep your eye on the ball. Okay, he's not very good at that one, but you got this, don't worry. I have a feeling he's gonna swing that bat right in his, oh no, he's keeping his eye on the... Oh, yeah, too precious. Well, at least you made it all the way to the end, so you can click another one if you want. There's one there and one there. And if you're not already subscribed, that would be kind of nice. Look, it's red. Subscribe. Well, if you're not subscribed, then you click it and it becomes gray. And gray's cooler, hopefully. I don't know, just thanks.